Hi. So you and Mrs. Stanberry are talking about kindness and selflessness today. And I just wanted to show you a job that takes kindness and selflessness. You know, I've talked to you before about Connor and his needs and Doug, one of his care providers. So you see here on the screen just that great relationship that they have, the closeness with someone that is nonverbal, and that means that Doug really has to do that active listening. And he's just been wonderful so that I can do what I love, and that's teach you guys. So here he is in our home. Connor had trouble learning to wear a mask. And so at the beginning, I made all wolf masks for us, like we were a little pack together, our little bubble. And that was Doug wearing his just to show Connor. We all wore them around the house. Then I made a Mr. Rogers one because you know now how he just loves Mr. Rogers. We kept his skills up by shredding. He goes on a lot of different trips. This is the bike I think I've talked to you about, this adaptive bike. This is us in Disneyland with Connor. So just that gift, that active kind of nice, right? Nice is just a trait, but selflessness and kindness is an action word that it needs to take action and everyone have something to give. Hopefully, I know you've all seen that life vest video before, but hopefully that was one that you kind of got to talk through that again. The next slide is a quote, but be sure and click on, and I've put a click here. It's a little interview with Doug that talks about why he does what he does. He's a very smart man, has some degrees, and why he's decided in his second job in his life, later in his life, to serve others. And I think it's really interesting. So I'll have Mrs. Stanberry on the very next slide, this one right here, to be sure and click on the video. And then, so that's this one here, and just click on the video. And you won't be able to ask me questions, but you might just talk through what other occupations, like nursing, maybe even a teacher, take a lot of selflessness. Certainly, a doctor would take a lot of selflessness. I think my dentist, he does a lot around Connor that's not just taking care of Connor's teeth. And all of us, I don't like the dentist either. And then this idea of making a plate. I've given Mrs. Stanberry some examples. And so this week, we are going to do a project where you make a slideshow. And on Tuesday, we will start that. But if you finish early, then you can make one of these action plates. And I can't remember if I've had you do this or not, but I want you to do a couple. And I have a video right here that explains that. So when you get there, click on that and then show the examples. That's not what you're doing today unless you have time left over today. And you can complete it or start one when you're done with the slideshow later this next week. Okay. But this week, I really do want you to think about, that's the dare, is to make the plates, and maybe we'll put them together. It talks about doing that for yourself and putting it in your room, and that's when we were in remote learning. So I think we could do it as a class and put it out in the D-Pod. Maybe some ideas of ways you could show kindness here in the D-Pod, I think would be really fun. So if enough of us do it, that would be great. Think this week about the action of nice, which is kindness and selflessness. See ya tomorrow.